is on the presentation on public procurement management. So, ladies and gentlemen, why procurement is important to us? In comments of the Mercy Temple, the country director of World Bank, if 1% of wastage of the procurement can be stepped down, then we can construct 2,500 kilometers of bridging and 4,000 primary schools can be constructed. So, why procurement is important can be illustrated very fine from this statement. So, my lesson objective is here. You will learn basic procurement cycle, PPA 2008, and hands-on procurement, electronic government procurement. My presentation consists of three stages. First of all, my lecture. Second of all, you will have a hands-on. You are already given some papers, and last of all, question and answer. So, PPA 2006 and PPA 2008. You know what is the basic difference between the Act and rules. Actually, rules are being governed by the Act. So, in Public Procurement Act 2006, we have 73 articles, 9 chapters, and PPA 2008, we have 103 articles, 9 chapters, 11 schedules. What is annual procurement plan? The first stage of the procurement, APP, annual procurement plan. APP is being estimated at the beginning of the financial year. It is being done by a public body, and it is said that what public body will obtain from external suppliers. It is stated on Article 15 of the Public Procurement Rules 2008. Second important thing is estimation, cost estimation. We procure from the requisition from department. All department come to us with their requirement or actually they want to procure. And we and in this section, the official cost estimate is being done with 3 members. One of which will be from the external procurement entity. Next is the approval of the authority. When procuring is our hand, we will have a notification from the approval authority. From BPATC, it is called Head of Procuring Entity, Rector. Next, the creation of schedule. You must know procuring is for 3 items: goods, works, and services. And for goods, PG1, PG2, PG3. For works, PW1, PW3, and for service, PS1, PS2, etc. All the requirements and specifications are stated on the schedule, and schedule is the most integral part for a procurement cycle. Next, advertisement. In PPR, it is stated that we need to advertise in a 2 national journal, national paper, and 1 regional paper. And in the paper, we must say what is the name of the work, what is the schedule price, what is tender security or diagrams. Here we must mention the tender document purchase and service. And here the most important thing is tender security price. Why tender security is important? Tender security is an amount which is being stated by the procuring entity to the tenderer, and the tender security must be 2 to 3%. It must be among 2 to 3%, not more than 3%. It is stated on the PPR. In opening, the next test is opening, and here we have 3 members. 1 from other procuring entity and 2 from the internal office. And here tender security is most important, and in opening process the function is the procuring entity will check all the documents submitted from the tender. Next is evaluation, the most important thing. Here the evaluation member must be not more than 7, where 2 of the members from the other P and 5 from the internal PE. And we must have a knowledge that for goods we can consider any of the estimated B from the tenderer, but it should not be more than 10% for work. The next process is notification of award, NOA. It is being given from the procuring entity to the tenderer, and it is said that the tenderer must submit the NOA in 7 days, not more than 7 days. And here, the most important thing is performance security. You learner must acknowledge that the performance security will be 10% of the estimated cost. Then we will go to our contract agreement. When we sign an agreement, we must know that there will be 4 witnesses, two from the P and 2 from the tender. Then we will go to our work order. Whenever we will state all of the documents to the tenderer that you will submit the stated work in stipulated time. Then one of the important process is bill submission. After working, they will obviously will come with their bill. And here we must mention that tender security repayment or performance security repayment. After tender security is given, here we will accept the performance security, and when we are in performance security, we will release the tender security of the tender. Now, the most interesting thing you must have to know that types of tender may be 4 or 5. It is OTM, open tendering method, which we apply most. Then the MTM, limited tendering method. It is being used for the medical purposes. For example, we procure some medicine for the center, and we only restrict tenderer for some reason. We want to apply into the Bexenco, SCI, renowned pharmaceuticals. Then the RFQ or request for quotation. We request to the tenderer to quote to us, and here we must know that the RFQ must not be submitted not less than 3. Then there is 2-stage tendering method, DPM or direct tendering method. Here direct procurement method, but we cannot buy a lot in direct purchasing method. And here we sometimes we need to learn international tendering method. The government has governed the EGP or electronic government procurement from 2011, and EGP is the most integral part to establish e-governance and digital Bangladesh. And here for BPAPC in this fiscal year, the 75% of our procuring is being done through EGP. And the government has set a slogan for EGP, Kenakata EGP Unnayone Anuguti. Conclusion. So, dear audience, procure oil, spend oil. We must not procure a lot, because we need to be stuck to our estimation. We need to stuck in a true estimation, and we spend so energetically. Now you are given the paper, and please have a look on it. First of all, it is the annual purchase plan of BPAPC. The first step of procuring. Next, it is estimation. It is being signed from 3 members. Next is the approval of the APP, approval of the estimation by the rector. Then creation of schedule. We create schedule. Next, it is the advertisement which we will do to the tendering process. Next, it is the opening process. Opening is done. Then it is the tender security. Tender security we state in, but not more than 3%, 2 to 3%. Next it is evaluation committee minutes. Evaluation. Then we will go to our notification of award. Then it is the contract agreement. We must agree to the contractor. Then it is work order, and last of all the bill submission. Now you are given 2 questions, and you have to answer it in 1 minute. I'm giving you 1 minute. Please have a look on the question paper. The first one is